to all this evening then, Grant. Your take on the team's performance?
I thought we showed a lot of grit, determination, particularly reacting off what we seen on Saturday. And we needed to show that. We needed to show a reaction on that side of it anyway. We're playing against a Mansfield team that's been together maybe for 5 or 6 years, and Nigel hasn't played in a certain way, and they're a good team. You can see that. We're a bit of a work in progress, but we need to make sure that we can get this walk before we can run a little bit right, better, and I thought we showed that tonight.
So in terms of the evolutionary process and walking before you can run, what more do you want to see than in the short term?
More fight, more determination, before we can start seeing the fruits of how we actually want to play. The basics of football is making sure that you work, you run, you fight, and then the bits after that come. So this is something that we have drilled into the players in the last couple of days. Hopefully the fans can see that tonight. Don't get me wrong, I'm not happy with a point at home, regardless of what stage we are and what stage Mansfield are. Obviously been together for 4 or 5 years, 6 years maybe. I don't know how long Nigel's been there, but it's a step in the right direction for us a little bit in terms of what we've shown, particularly in the first 2 league games. Positives tonight. There was positives. Obviously, it was a really good goal from Tom Nixon, first debut. The kid's some player. He's going to be top. Tired a little bit towards the end, obviously with a lack of football, given to his suspension in the first game, and obviously not being allowed to play against Hull. And really good to see Joe get off the mark. I thought he was excellent tonight. It's never easy playing against dominant centre backs like that, but I thought he held his own. He gave him a tough ride and got his goal.
Yes, a goal of the season contender, no doubt, from Nixon.
Yeah, it was a fantastic strike. Just to catch it so sweetly like got on the volley. Great start to the game for us. But the goals we've conceded, that's disappointing for us really. Again, it's just another mistake that's led to a counter attack and a ball at the back post, and then a carbon copy goal of Newport's 4th goal at the weekend of a left foot volley into the bottom corner. It was a good strike from the kid. Don't get me wrong, but it's something we need to look at, because that's 2 weeks. That's 2 games in a row that Evans scored exactly the same goal against us at Newport, and again tonight the goals flew into the bottom corner.
All of the sort of the negative, if you like, things that you're addressing here, is that about where they are in the mind? So switching on and being switched on, I suppose, as well as having the character and the fight to try and win the battles that you want them to win.
A little bit, but it's listen, we're playing against a good team tonight. Like I say, they've started the season strong. We hadn't started the season too particularly well, but I think we had to show that side of us tonight. We knew it was going to be a very, very tough game, particularly after what we'd seen on Saturday from us and what we showed. But I thought we seen a reaction tonight. We seen a reaction of real grit and determination. A team that, there was a incidents in the second half. I think we had 6 blocks. It looked like the ball was going to go in, and we're blocking things in the line, and that's what it takes to win. You need to show that determination to keep your ball out of the net. So look, there's positives for us tonight in terms of I like the work rate of the team, I like the energy of the team. There's obviously loads for us to work on in terms of what we do in possession, but that will come, and I've no doubt this group will get stronger and stronger.
But the injury list gets a little longer. Anderson, what happened to him?
Just looks like he's broke his nose, I think. He's gone to the hospital. I'm hoping that's all it is, and we're not going to be missing him regarding concussion or something like that. So I need to speak to the physio and the doctor, because I think it's 2 weeks now, isn't it? And concussion protocols and stuff like that. So we don't need that. So I'll speak to the physio and the doctor, but I think he's gone to the hospital with maybe something fractured on his cheekbone or a broken nose. We're hoping best case scenario is a broken nose. It'll probably improve Big Tom anyway if he's a broken nose.
Indeed so. His modelling career stopped before it started. You have this injury list that obviously got longer from the weekend. Miller was somebody of a few that didn't play today. Who's sort of first back for you, if you like?
George is going to have an operation, so he'll be out for 6 to 8 weeks. He's been carrying an ongoing knee problem for a bit, and it's something that he had from last season. this not improved, and he's had it from day one that we've reported to the football club. So it is what it is, and obviously unfortunate for us, and hence why you see Mo Fall coming in. Ben Close is not too far away. Kyle Hurst has got a follow-up appointment with a specialist tomorrow, so we're hoping for good news on that. Harrison Biggins had a scan today on his quad. It looks like he's going to miss probably 3-4 weeks. So there's probably some others I've missed. Obviously you know about Ravenhill and Lavery and people like that. Nice to see Lewis Jones back today, which is great. He was on the bench, so I'm hoping we can have Ben Close. Kyle Hurst would probably be the next two to return, hopefully the next week or 10 days.
It must be frustrating with the timing of Miller then to obviously start the season, obviously got a couple of great goals at Hull, now then to lose him for the extended period.
Yeah, I mean you can just see, can't you? I mean you see today with the Mansfield players, two lads going down injured in the first half, and I think all managers are expecting this season, with the amount of minutes, etc. You know, it's and how quickly the games come, particularly the early part of the season. And if you win the cup game, you've got one spare week next week, and then you're back into Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday again. So it was always the worry from my point of view that the amount of games and the amount of minutes that's being played in these games, that this could happen. So it's I'm sure Nigel, when you speak to him, he'd be saying the same thing regards to that. And unfortunately, it looks like they've picked up 2 injuries on the back of that tonight as well.
Just finally, and I appreciate we've asked you about this, and we'll probably continue for another few weeks. But given the injury circumstances you've just outlined, and some of the ones that are not short term, are you relaxed about the amount of players you've got available to you, or might you? Does this news today, if you like, maybe make you think about loans and all that type of thing? No,
we're quite relaxed. We're happy with the squad. I can't keep going asking for more money every time somebody gets injured. We have a big squad. Unfortunately, we have maybe 7 or 8 of them injured at the minute, but they'll be back. And it's a long season. So it's we have what we have at the minute. We're pleased with the group. There's going to be opportunities for others. If Tom, worst case scenario, if Tom, you'll see the likes of Lungy and Bobby Faulkner coming back into the group. You've seen young Sam Brown on the bench again this evening for us, 16-year-old who we think really highly of, and I'll have no problems with putting him in. So there's going to be opportunities for others and younger players at the minute, given the fact that the injuries and the people that we have unavailable.
Grant, obviously I know you're a winner. It was a part of you that's disappointed not to hold on for 3 points.
Yeah, I said to the group in there, because I heard a couple of well dones, and I said, I don't know why you're saying well done. We've drawn 2-2 at home. Yes, don't get me wrong, I know we're playing against a very good Mansfield team, but we need to get into the mindset that we need to be winning at home. And that's something we need to be building on. So it's that's things that we have to get better at and improve on, and I'm sure it will come in time. I think, like I said, I think the group will just get stronger and better week by week, and there will be downs, there will be defeats in that. Don't get me wrong, but we will continue to improve the way they understand how we want to work and how we want to play.
Good to get off the mark in that sense. You're on the board with a point, 2 goals, 2 debut goals as well. Obviously, you got that reaction as well from Newport.
Yeah, I thought we got the fight and the determination, that part of it right, and that was what you need. You need that in any league. It doesn't matter if it's League 2 or the Premier League. You need that energy, you need that fight, you need that willingness to defend. We didn't see that in Newport. I actually apologise to the players for changing the shape after 21 minutes on Monday, because it's something we hadn't worked on. But looking back on it, I think if I had it left it like that, we could have been 5 or 6 down in the first half. So it's it was a really disappointing day, but it's gone. We've shown a reaction tonight, and that's something we can look at. We can look at that ugly side of the game. The bits where we're picking up second balls, things like that, and then we can build off that. So there were some positives tonight.
Just to pick up on a few more things you said to Andy, John Taylor, it's not involved tonight.
He's gone for a scan, John, on an injured knee. Again, a previous injury that he had from last season. He's been outstanding in pre-season, and really frustrating. Again, to be without John, you know, there's a lot of big players missing at the minute, which is frustrating for us. Obviously, Jamie Sterry's another one who's going to be missing for 5 or 6 weeks with some ligament damage in his toe from a tackle. So just frustrating for us, but we can't worry about that. They're injured. You know, we have to focus on the group that's fit and available.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the hectic schedule in this first month, but you'll be glad for a free week next week.
Yeah. I mean, look, we've got a big game on Saturday here against Notts County team who were excellent in the National League last season. So we look forward to that outcomes.
Yeah. Sam Brown, just a bit more. Is he a wide player?
No, he's a midfield player. He's a midfield player, number 8. Yeah, he can play on all 3 positions in there. He's a very good player for his age. He actually plays older than what he is when you watch him play. So he's only 16. We've got high hopes for him. So it's nice to see him involved again.
Yeah. Rio, is he someone who might benefit from George being out now that there's
No. Rio's just is what he is. He's available for transfer, like we said. So we're hoping something comes up for him before the window shuts.
Yeah, and Keelan, again, still keen to move.
Keelan's moving quickly. He's starting to up his rehab a little bit. Again, he won't be fit before the window shuts, so Keelan will be with us, and I have no problem because Keelan is a proper lad and a good kid. So we'll get him working to see how he is. But he's had a frustrating time again. He's had an injury at the back, an operation at the back end of last season, which reappeared again. So it's something that I know the physios and the club is looking into because we seem to have things cropping up from operations previously. So I know they're looking at that.
Yeah, I was going to ask. I know some fans have speculated whether it might just be bad luck or if there is something deeper on the injury front.
I know the football club's doing a lot of internal investigations into that. So if I have any news on that, I'm sure that I will let you know.
No, thanks for your time tonight.
Thank you.